If there's anything I learned growing up in the South, it's that pimento cheese is great on everything and perfect for every occasion, especially the big game. Today, I'm gonna put a game day twist on this classic Southern cheesy spread. Are you ready for some football made of pimento cheese? We nailed it. Yes. We are gonna begin this pimento cheese with some softened cream cheese, and we are gonna add about 2 cups of grated sharp cheddar cheese. Now, with classic Southern pimento cheese, you do not wanna go with any of that mild cheddar nonsense. You need the sharp cheddar because that's gonna give your dip that extra little bite that you need. And to that, I'm gonna add about 4 ounces of chopped pimentos. You wanna make sure you drain the juice off of the pimentos before you put them in your spread. So we're gonna add these in, and then the key ingredient, one of my favorites, mayonnaise. Now, there are a lot of opinions about which mayonnaise brand to use in your pimento cheese because it is a key ingredient. I prefer Duke's brand mayonnaise, also like Hellmann's, but you know, whatever mayonnaise you like, plop it in here. Okay, so we are going to use our huge bicep muscles just like a football player and stir this pimento cheese together. It's a little bit tough, but you got this. This is what you were made to do. You were born for this moment. Keep on stirring. You can put this in a mixer, like a stand mixer, and do it that way, but I actually like the texture better when you mix it by hand. So it's up to you. It also makes this super fun squishy noise. Just keep on stirring till all of this cheese and cream cheese and more cheese gets all stirred in together. This is great. You're just getting your muscles warmed up for spread it onto some crackers. And if you want your pimento cheese a little bit spicier, you can always add hot sauce to this, but I kind of like more of the classic recipe. Okay, so here's the fun part. If you have any little mini football players in your kitchen, they can help you with this. We're gonna take this cream cheese, yummy pimento cheese mixture, and we're gonna shape it into a football. So I'm gonna put it onto a parchment lined cutting board here. And you could use like a baking sheet. If you don't have a cutting board, that's perfectly fine. You just wanna make sure you have some parchment paper down because this is going to stick to whatever you're putting it on. If there's anything I learned from my Southern mama making cheese balls growing up for baby showers, you gotta have the parchment paper. I remember stirring this together and coating it with nuts. There's actually no big event in my life as a Southern person that there wasn't pimento cheese present. It was sort of a constant running throughout my childhood, teenage years, and adulthood. I'm sure there will be pimento cheese at an upcoming baby shower for our little one. It's just a staple. Okay, so we're gonna make this into the shape of a football. And if you're weird about your hands getting a little dirty, you could wear like those plastic gloves if you want. For some reason, I just had in my head a vision of someone wearing those receiver gloves, you know, that football players wear and making pimento cheese molds. Don't do that, this might be dirty, especially if you played football in them. We have our super cute football shape. This looks awesome. And we're gonna top this with chopped pecans. And these pecans are making the leather of our football. Gosh, y'all. I think pecans is another thing that was probably present at every Southern get-together I ever had. This is a great accent to our pimento cheese. Now, some people stir pecans into their pimento cheese. It's a thing that they like to do. I prefer it on the outside. I think the texture is better because I think as the nuts sit in with pimento cheese, they get a little soft, and I like them crunchy on the outside. It's a staple of every good cheese ball. You gotta top it with pecans. And I have about a cup of chopped pecans. And don't be afraid to get a little messy here. We'll clean up the edges when we're done. Just press them into the side. Just giving your pecans a little love pat. Make sure as you're patting your pecans on, you kind of try and still keep that football shape because the cheese is still pretty pliable. So keep that shape going. And I say the more pecans, the better. I mean, go ahead and use all these up. And then what I do is once I coat the whole thing, I'll kind of look around at it and figure out where I'm kind of missing some, and I'll just put them in individually. I like to do the scoop and smush method. So just put a bunch of pecans in your hand and then smush them in on the side. It's okay if you make a mess. It's totally normal. That's what coating a cheese ball is like. You gotta get in there. You gotta hustle. You gotta work hard. Those are football terms. Beautiful. And to top it off, we are gonna put football laces on the top of our pimento cheese. So I took a piece of mozzarella string cheese and I cut a thin slice down the middle, and then I cut 4 horizontal pieces that we're gonna put to create the laces on the football. So I'm gonna start with our horizontal pieces first, and I'm just gonna put them evenly on top of our football. Cute. I press them down a little bit if you want. Gorgeous. So there's our horizontal pieces, and then our final topper, bam. That looks so cute. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the fridge for at least 30 minutes and then we'll be ready for kickoff. So I have my pimento cheese football all set up here, ready for the big game. I have some butter crackers and some pita chips, because what is pimento cheese without a cracker to dip into it? We topped it with a little bit of green onion just for some color and some flavor. And y'all, I cannot wait to share my Southern tradition for the big game. That is touchdown worthy pimento cheese. So good. I wanna see how you style your pimento cheese football. Tag @PopKitchen on Instagram and comment below. I wanna know what you wanna see me style next. Go team!